Hi, I'm Monique from Flourish Yoga, and today this class is just a beautiful short seated one, perfect to do in the morning. So for my routine, I love getting up early in the morning, putting some cozy clothes on, grabbing a warm drink, and then just warming my body up through beautiful seated gentle movements. And so that's what this class is going to be about. So get comfy, hop on your mat, and we'll start soon. We're going to start in a comfortable seated position, Sukhasana. So just checking that your sit bones are even on the ground, rolling those shoulders back and down. Resting your hands on your knees, closing your eyes, and just starting to notice. Notice how your body's feeling. Are there any areas of tightness? Noticing your breath, not changing it. Just noticing if your breaths are shallow, are they fast or slow. Just taking a few moments to tune into your body. Then bringing your hands, you can either have both on your belly or one on your belly, one on your heart. We're just going to start to do some beautiful yogic breathing here. So in yoga, we like to breathe in and out through our nose. So inhaling, your tummy expands. And then exhale out through your nose, feel your belly draw back. So inhaling and exhaling. And just continuing this beautiful, slow, deep breaths in your own time. Trying to match your exhales with the length of your inhales. And then bringing your hands back onto your knees, palms face down. Going to bring some movement into our neck. So drawing your chin down to your chest. And just breathing here. And then looking up, opening that throat and chest. Then drawing your chin back to your chest. And looking back up. Bringing your head back to a neutral position. I'm going to just lower the left ear towards the left shoulder, keeping that right shoulder down. Inhaling up, exhale, lower the right ear to the right shoulder. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Coming back up to a neutral position, then drawing your chin back down to your chest. This time we're going to roll our head over to the left, so into that position where the left ear is, drawing to the left shoulder. Then coming back through center, chin to chest, and rolling over to the right. And you you can just continue this in your own time. So rolling down, rolling to the left, rolling back down, over to the right. Once more on both sides. Coming to chin to chest and then back up. Okay, keeping our hands on our knees, going to do some spinal circles, so bringing some beautiful movement into our spine. So making sure that your sit bones stay on the ground, and we're just going to lean our chest forwards and then back and rounding. You can hands hold on to your knees here, then leaning forwards, coming back, rounding that spine, forwards and back, and then changing direction. So leading your heart forwards, rounding your spine, heart leads, round, heart leads, and coming back to a seated position. Next, we're going to do some cat-cow, so seated cat-cows, continuing to bring that lovely movement into our spine. So hands stay on our knees. We're going to draw our heart forwards, looking up out in front of you, opening your chest, and then rounding that spine, like with our spinal circles. Chin draws down, but keeping your hips even on the ground. So inhale. Opening your heart, exhale, rounding, drawing navel to spine. Inhale, exhale, inhale for cow, exhale for cat. And then coming back to your seated position, taking that left hand to the right knee, right hand behind you, beautiful long spine, and then looking over that right shoulder for a seated twist. Head comes back to the front, swapping over right hand to left knee, left hand behind you, spine lovely and long, looking over that left shoulder. I love doing twists in the morning. I find that they help wake me up and give me beautiful energy ready for the day. We'll do that once more on both sides. So left hand to right knee, right hand behind, looking over that right shoulder. Coming back to center, right hand to left knee, left hand behind, and looking over the left shoulder. Coming back to the front, making our way to child's pose. So our big toes are together. I like to have my knees apart. You can have them together if that feels more comfortable. You can also pop a block underneath your buttocks if your buttocks can't get to your heels. And then reaching your arms out in front, forehead to the ground. Or again, this is where you can also pop a block underneath and your forehead rests on it. So just taking a few moments to get comfortable in child's pose, Balasana. This is one of my favorite poses. It is so beautiful and calming and grounding. It's also a lovely pose to stretch your back and feel that spine lengthening. I also like to take a few moments here to think of 3 things that I am grateful for. Then lifting your head up and walking your hands back towards you, drawing your knees together if they were apart. And we're going to stretch our toes. So curling our toes under here. If you need to use your fingers to get all of them tucked in. Then sitting on your heels. I'm going to take our arms out wide, crossing the right arm underneath, making an X, and then pressing the palms together for our equal arms. Our elbows are at shoulder height here. And releasing them out wide, crossing the left arm underneath, making that X, bending, pressing the palms together. Releasing your hands here. Then planting your hands out in front of you, coming to plank pose just really quickly. So lifting out of your shoulders. If you need to be on your knees here, you can. Core is on, just powering up our body. Legs are activated. Then lowering your knees down. Elbows are going to tuck in as you lower all the way down to the ground. Taking your hands out mat width apart on your fingertips. You're going to inhale up for a cobra variation. Head comes last. Then exhale down. Again, head is the last thing to come down. So inhale up. Exhale down. Legs and tops of feet planted. Inhale up. Exhale down. Once more. Inhale. And exhale. Then planting your hands either side of your chest. We are going to push up to upward facing dog. So powering down through our hands and the tops of our feet. Our thighs and knees are lifted. So roll those shoulders back, pushing up. Breathing here, opening your heart. Then use your core to lift those hips. Plant your feet for downward facing dog. This is our first one of the day, so have a little bend in your legs here. Check that your shoulders are broadening, ribs knitting in, navel to spine. And we want a lovely long spine here. Then drawing those heels down. If they don't get all the way down, that is fine. You can still keep that little bend in your legs. Powering down through your hands and that right foot. We're going to lift the left leg up and then draw it into our chest. Lifting out of our shoulders, flex our foot, plant it between our hands for low lunge. Keeping the fingertips on the ground. Just going to sway a little bit side to side, warming our hips up here. Don't forget to use your breath. Then inhale those arms up, tailbone drawing down, inner thighs are on. Then planting your hands inside the left foot, shuffling the left foot over for our lizard pose here. Your hands can be planted. You might like to be up on a block here, or if you'd like that deeper stretch, you can come down onto your forearms. Then coming back up onto your hands, we're just going to angle our left toes outwards slightly, taking our hands out a little bit further, coming up onto our back toes, lifting our hips. We're going to step that right foot in, coming down to yogi squat here. So with our squat, you can have a block underneath your buttocks to support you. You can also be up on the balls of your feet with your fingertips. Or if it's comfortable, hands to your heart in prayer pose. Breathing here. Then planting your hands, we're going to step the left foot back, coming to our lizard pose. So checking that the right knee is hugging the right shoulder here, and choosing your level, so on blocks, on your hands, or lowering down onto your forearms. Coming back up onto our hands, taking our right hand outside, shuffling the right foot in a little bit, then doing a little bit of our wiggle side to side. Then inhale your arms up, tailbone drawing down, inner thighs activated for our low lunge. Planting our hands either side of our front foot, curl your back toes, stepping that right foot back to downward facing dog. Check that your shoulders are broad here, ribs knitting in, navel to spine. Then we're going to lower down onto our knees, sitting on our heels for thunderbolt pose. Taking your hands, palms face up, resting on your thighs here, closing your eyes. And just taking a moment to observe your body. How are you feeling after this beautiful movements, these gentle movements? You might be able to feel your heart beating. Then bringing one hand on top of the other onto your heart. Just taking a moment of gratitude for your body. Often we can take it for granted. Just thanking it for all that it does. Then we're going to inhale, sweep our arms up overhead. Palms come together, bring them to our forehead for purity of thought, to our lips for clarity of speech, and to our heart for kindness of heart. Thank you so much for flowing with me today. I hope this lovely short flow is perfect for your morning to bring movement into your body and set you up for a lovely day.